my friends, and happy Saturday. As you know, Saturdays here on my show are about current events, and we call it Keeping Current with yours truly, Angelina Carolina Pirelli. And we are going to talk about what's on everybody's mind right now. And I know, just hear me out. We are going to talk about COVID-19, the coronavirus, but don't turn me off just yet, okay? Because I promise you, it's not going to be a tutorial on hand washing. It's not going to be talking about CDC guidelines. It's not about that. It is going to address, we are going to address how it's impacting parts of our society. And one of the parts especially that I am very, very interested in, as you know, or may not know, because I don't know if I've told you guys this or not, but I do have a degree in criminal justice. And I am very, very interested in the justice system and criminology and sociology and how it all works together. I'm a studier of people. My favorite, you guys know, you do know this because I've told you this several times. I love Investigation Discovery Channel. My favorite show on there is American Monster. And I mean, that show will blow your mind. Even like normal, everyday, average people, pillars of the community, that just turn out to be total freak shows. And that's always interested me. You know, I decided to go into criminal justice because I was initially going to go to law school, and I thought that would help me out. But then I realized I don't want to go to any more school. I really don't. And that I definitely did not want to have to go through taking the bar exam. Because basically just the thoughts of that make me have anxiety. And I don't want to do that. I do, however, believe that one day I may be on one of those, special victims unit show, or, just a Law and Order episode in general as the judge or the prosecuting attorney or even a defense attorney. Because I believe that I would be a better acting, like an actress / lawyer or judicial person. And then I don't have to take the bar. So it's a win-win for me. Well, anyway, so we're also going to talk about some celebrities and what they're doing during this COVID-19. Some we're going to talk about are saints and others are sinners. So I know what I'm going to title this. Saints, Sinners, and COVID-19. You do not want to miss this. Keeping current. You ready? Let's dive right in. Yes, COVID-19 is having an impact on the criminal justice system in America. In America, there are about 167,000 inmates. That includes inmates in federal prisons. That includes those that are housed or incarcerated in privately owned and funded correctional facilities. And that also includes our local, those in our local jails. So 167,000. And of that 167,000, about 10,000 are over age 60. And as you know, COVID-19 has more devastating effects on the older generation, or the people over the age of 60. So how is that impacting those inmates? Well, you may not believe this, but some people think it's a positive thing, and some of others think it's not so positive. So here's the thing. Governors and local mayors are now releasing prisoners to home detention rather than keeping them incarcerated. But it's not just any prisoner, okay? Sex offenders are not allowed to be released. Those offenders that have been convicted of violent crimes are not allowed to be released. So like murder, rape, those type of things. What we're talking about here are people that are mostly people that are over age 60 or nearing age 60 who have served part of their sentences or most of their sentences that are no longer deemed a threat to society. And nonviolent crimes, no sex offenders, okay? None. Property crimes, drug offenses. Those are the people that they are allowing to go home to home detention rather than stay incarcerated. And that is because the COVID has caused concerns there in those prisons, and we have to take care of our prisoners also. So they are running out of resources and supplies to do that with everyone that's in there right now. All right, so they've got to make room for violent offenders, and they have to make sure those violent offenders are being quarantined, are going through the whole process so as not to spread the virus within those facilities. So it's easier for them to do that with less population in those facilities. In Clark County, New Jersey, 2 weeks ago, they released a little under 200 of those prisoners who fit those criteria. So the population in Clark County Jail went from 601, I do believe, to 417. So about 200 were released to home detention. Okay. And now that is working on the state and local level, the feds are taking a closer look at doing that in our federal prisons. So this guy in this picture right here has a big job ahead of him. And this guy right here is the United States Attorney General, William Barr, B-A-R-R. And here's a picture of him. And he has the weight of the world on his shoulders as far as the justice system goes in making these decisions. But here he is. So William Barr has taken notice of what's going on around, in different states. And he agrees that there are some inmates that need to go ahead and be sent home, released to home detention. But again, there's pretty strict criteria to even be considered for release. Again, it's nonviolent crimes, no sex offenses, people over age 60 who've served the majority of the sentences that are about to be paroled anyway. Again, nonviolent. Also, with all these releases, the authorities are doing something that is very important to the rest of us, in that they are not just releasing them immediately. Anyone who's up for release or is being considered for this release program, early release, to home detainment, is being quarantined for 14 days to ensure there are no COVID concerns, and we're not sending people with COVID back out into society. All right. So William Barr agrees that has to continue. We have to do the 14 days. So they are taking measures and making efforts to keep everyone safe on the inside and the outside. There is a criminologist / sociologist named Clay Masha, and he is a professor of criminology at the Washington State University in Vancouver. And he studies these trends, and he studies incarceration, and he has posed the question that a lot of us are asking, including me. If they can be released now during this crisis, and the ones that are awaiting trial that are allowed to be released also, those guys come back to court without any issue to face, justice. Why are we incarcerating them to begin with? And I told you we were going to talk about celebrities, the sinners and the saints. Well, let me tell you about the sinner. There's a certain incarcerated celebrity, and he's incarcerated in Chicago, Illinois. And he is begging the judge to let him out because he does not want COVID. And if you don't know what I'm talking about the very infamous R. Kelly, you know, the guy who's saying, "I believe I can fly." I believe you can do a lot of things, R. Kelly, and they're not so good. And you also have pending charges on which you've been indicted, that are also sexually related. So I believe you should fly right back to your cell and shut the hell up. That's what I believe. But R. Kelly would not be one of those that's eligible, and I hope that he gets a clue, but I doubt it. The life he's led leads me to believe he's never going to be one that, you know, is, I don't know. I can't say that. I'm not God. But anyways, yeah, he's one of the celebrities. And he's one that I would definitely question anybody who said it was okay for him to go anywhere besides back to his cell. I believe you can fly back. I do believe that, R. Kelly. And if you're worried about COVID-19, really, you, R. Kelly, who probably have every virus there is known to man at this point, and if you don't, it is a freaking miracle. I'm just saying, I think COVID-19 is probably the least of your concern. You could eat a whole crate of those airborne gummy things and it wouldn't make a dent. It wouldn't matter. That's just how I feel about him. There's our sinner celebrity. You're welcome. This is a bright, shining example of a wonderful celebrity and sports hero. Drew Brees is, as you know, and if you don't know, I can't help you because you living in a cave or under a rock. I don't know. But I'm sorry, not everyone likes football. There's people that do not like football. I don't understand that, but whatever. Drew Brees is the current quarterback for the New Orleans Saints. And Louisiana has been very affected by COVID-19. In fact, as of Thursday, just 2 days ago, there were 2,305 cases in the parishes there in Louisiana with 83 deaths, and they're climbing. They're like doubling overnight or within 24 hours. They keep doubling. They keep going up exponentially. And so Drew Brees knows this because he is a Louisiana-minded guy, and he gives back to his community every day. But because of this COVID-19, he has pledged $5 million, he and his wife, to the state of Louisiana that has been so hard hit, to help the families, the children, the people who are below that poverty line, to help them during this time. And I cannot say enough good things about that. That is wonderful. You want to hear more about people like Drew Brees that give a damn than, you know, little jailbird R. Kelly. I mean, really. So you go, Drew. And I hope you know that you may not be rewarded for that here on earth, but one day in heaven, you're going to have a crown, buddy. You're going to have a crown. And you are a New Orleans Saint in my book. Power to the person who takes care of other people. When you have the means to do so and you do it, you are a freaking hero. You go, Drew Brees. You're number one in my book. I love you. And another current event about a celebrity that we all love and that made my heart happy when I saw it. It made me cry. I'm not even joking. Because this lady is she's an American icon. And you don't ever hear anything bad about her. You never have. Oh. Betty White, a.k.a. Rose Nyland from The Golden Girls, one of my favorite shows of all time. She's 98 years old right now. She is. And she is funny. Oh, she's funny. I love her spirit. I love everything about her. I want you guys to know, in the last current event that I'm going to give you today, is that she is safe at home in her Los Angeles estate. At her Los Angeles estate. She is safe at home. She is healthy. She has not been sick. She's not been affected by COVID. She is self-isolating, as we have been told to, and Los Angeles is under a stay-at-home order, an actual order, which I do believe is coming most places, because people don't listen so well. They don't listen. But anyways, she is there at her Los Angeles estate, home safe, 98 years old, and she has a network of friends who go out for her and get her the essentials. What a freaking lady she is. I love her. And there is hope in this world. Drew Brees and Betty White give me hope. I should get that put on a t-shirt or something, like a plaque. Betty White and Drew Brees, hope for America, 2020. You guys have a good weekend and you stay safe. And any of you judges out there in Illinois, don't even listen to R. Kelly. He is crazy as a crack house rat.
This is the type of shit to make the hood go crazy. On the interstate doing 180. She said, do it for me back.
That's just my opinion. But I do study criminology. And I do have a degree in criminal justice. You're welcome. Bye.
The question of the day is, what's the best advice you've ever been given? Or what's the best advice you could give?
Not could give. I don't try to give advice. Gosh.
Has anyone ever given you something?
Yes. My mother was wonderful. And she started off when I was about this big. And she said, always try to look at the upside, not the downside. Look at the positive side of stuff and try to make it work. If you concentrate or if you start with the negative stuff, you're unhappy a lot of the time. But she said if you're feeling blue or if you're feeling down, there's got to be something that's going right somewhere around you.
Right.
Yeah,
right.
and it really,
Right.
it works. It works.
It works.